Hello everyone! Today, I'd like to share a project that I've recently completed, a fully adjustable linear power supply with an output voltage range of 0 to 40 volt and an adjustable current limit from 0 to 5 ampere. What makes this project unique is that the entire control circuit is built using discrete transistors only. There are no integrated circuits anywhere in the design, no operational amplifiers, no voltage regulator IC, and no dedicated control IC. My goal was to demonstrate that it is possible to design a stable and fully functional adjustable linear power supply using only discrete transistor circuitry. In this video, I'll walk you through the complete schematic, explain how each circuit block works, and show how the voltage regulation and current limiting functions are implemented. Finally, we'll test the power supply to evaluate its performance in real-world operation. After a quick word from my sponsor and partner, JLCPCB, I'll walk you through the entire design and show you how to build this power supply step by step. I'd like to thank JLCPCB for supporting this video. Over the years, I've used JLCPCB's 1 to 4-layer PCB in many projects, and they've always been reliable with fast turnaround. Now, JLCPCB is making high-performance 6-layer PCB more accessible. With 6 layers, routing becomes cleaner and more efficient, increasing wiring density by around 30 to 50%, so you spend less time dealing with routing limits and more time focusing on your design. With free via-in-pad technology and ENIC finish included, JLCPCB delivers professional-grade 6-layer PCB without the professional-grade price. If you want to try it yourself, you can get the latest coupon by clicking the link in the description below. The PCB was designed to be DIY-friendly, making assembly as straightforward as possible. Just 1 week after uploading the design files to JLCPCB, the finished boards arrived, and the manufacturing quality looks excellent. Special attention was given to the power traces, component placement, and overall board layout to ensure reliable operation while keeping the design easy to build. After uploading the PCB files to JLCPCB, the finished boards arrived just 1 week later. The manufacturing quality is excellent, with clean silkscreen printing, precise drilling, and a professional finish. Now, let's take a closer look at the circuit and see how everything works. The rectifier uses for 10 ampere diodes and large filter capacitors. Use capacitors rated at 50 volt or higher. A 0.1 ohm, 10 watt resistor is used as the current sense shunt. The other voltage-dropping resistors should be rated at 3 watt or higher. The BD137 and BD138 controlled transistors are widely available. This is the completed PCB after all the components have been installed. The 0.5 watt Zener diodes must have the correct voltage ratings as specified in the schematic. For the power stage, use for TO247TIP1 for 2 transistors mounted on a suitable heatsink. Before installing the power stage, we need to verify the voltages at several points on the board to make sure the circuit is working correctly. I'm using an input of about 30 volt AC. After rectification, it becomes approximately 40 volt DC. The first step is to verify this DC voltage. The voltage across Zener diode D3 should be about 3.3 volt and across Zener diode D1 about 4.7 volt. To ensure reliable operation, a large heatsink is required. Apply a thin layer of thermal paste to each tip 1 for 2 transistor before mounting it to the heatsink. Using multiple transistors in parallel is essential for handling higher output current and distributing the heat evenly, helping prevent overheating and transistor failure. Each emitter is connected through a 0.33 ohm, 5 watt resistor. The base resistors are 10 kilo ohm, and all the collectors are connected together. I'm using a 300 watt power supply to power the circuit. The output load consists of 3 12 volt bulbs connected in series, allowing them to handle up to 36 volt. A voltmeter and an ammeter are connected to monitor the output voltage and current. The two potentiometers are for 0.7 kiloohm and 2.2 kiloohm. If you can't find these values, you can use dual-gang 10 kiloohm and 5 kiloohm potentiometers instead. By connecting the two sections in parallel, you'll get approximately 5 kiloohm and 2.5 kiloohm, which work perfectly well in this circuit. As you can see, the circuit is working as expected. Both potentiometers allow smooth adjustment of the output voltage and current. Once the current reaches the preset limit, increasing the output voltage has no effect. This current limiting function helps protect the load from excessive current, especially in the event of a short circuit. In this video, I've shown you how to build a fully adjustable linear power supply with an output range of 0 to 40 volt and an adjustable current limit from 0 to 5 ampere. If you have any questions or run into any problems during the build, feel free to leave a comment below. I'll be happy to help. I hope this project is useful for you. Thanks for watching, and I wish you success with your build. See you in the next video.